All right, hello everyone. So let's just go over the ES and the trade that was available today. Uh, so first thing is daily level. I think it's 4985, so around there. That's a good area. It may or may not go there. We don't really know, but if it does, there should be some pressure over there. So and there was a breakout and there is a rally. Now we're in an uptrend. And this was breakout was the biggest in 17 up bars. It had follow through, so that's why I'm looking for pullbacks. All right, so we'll see how this thing handles itself. I don't really see anything important in the daily other than it's a clear uptrend and a important level. So it's slicing through this area. It should find a little bounce here, possibly here, and definitely here. So we'll see. There's nothing really important over here. This volume is slightly high on the reversal. You have, I think, 14 times 100,000 right here in this area traded. So we'll see how low it goes. And there's support in this area. So yeah, nothing really that important other than the basics. So the other thing here on the hourly, the hourly actually had a trade today. I'll go over it. And this is the type of trade I like, that just one and done type of thing. So first of all, what you see here is really important because you have a rally and then you had another rally. Again, you have a rally and then you had another rally. And this is the breakout, right? So rally with the breakout, with follow through. But it went into a spring position, but that spring position, I realized, was a break of the rally low, meaning it took out the low. So that's really, really bearish. In fact, that, from what I've seen over and over again, that right there is the signal that the uptrend is broken. Now, we don't know if the uptrend will go into a downtrend or whether it'll just be a correction, but who cares? You can trade the downtrend and the correction, right? So this rally had a breakout, biggest breakout in 9 bars. It had fall through, and then immediately this red bar, and it tried to hold with all these bars, and then finally broke through and closed below this low. That's a problem. That means that this potential trend is broken. Not broken, but what do I say? Instead of making higher highs, higher lows, the counter trend is in play. So it could be a correction or whatever, but it's telling me don't buy longs. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't get longs because this low's been taken out, meaning the strong hands are not there. They're supposed to defend this. All right, because that's where their buying is, and that low was taken. So what does that mean? That means look for shorts. Why? Direction as of this moment within this time frame is down. Yes, on the daily it's just a correction. Yes, here it's going to make low highs, low lows. And yes, there's areas where it can, these guys can just assert themselves and put it back in an uptrend. But for the time being, this is down. Red. So then after that, the market's set up right here. Market rallies. As it rallies, the selling pressure starts coming in. It's a little difficult to see, but I'll show you this rally from this low to that high on the hourly, how it looks on the 5 minute. Basically, you had some accumulation here, and then started rallying, pull back rally. Here is where the pressure started to mount. Very clearly see biggest in 12 waves. biggest in 13 waves. So for me, I already know that, they try to take out this high right here and it rejected. Like this is your up thrust right here of this high, making a lower low, making a lower high, lower low. You can wait for the rally break to get in, or you can just, get in like in this area, because this is the sign of weakness right here. The biggest in 12 and then followed by the biggest in 13. So that's your sign of weakness. What the hell happened here? I don't know what the indicators are doing, but this, at that time right here, it was like, oh yeah. I think it was this bar that got me really bearish. I'm not sure. I think it was this, the biggest in 100 bars. This, I think this was it that got me like, it got me really bearish. So, and after these waves that showed the selling pressure, so then after that, like it just went down. And even if you didn't get it and you want to wait and wait and wait, like the thing with the ES, this type of market is the type of market that is very easy to get the pullback. Right? That's one of the reasons because people like to trade this market, because this market, it has a tendency to pull all the way back via upthrusts and all the way back down via springs. So it doesn't, this type of market, like over here, you see the higher, what is this, the higher high right here? A lot of markets, they just make, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. But this type of market has like the upthrust here and here, which will help you basically get in. You just have to, use that attribute as a way for you to get in. If you just move stops incorrectly, you're going to get taken out. So these guys who moved their stop right here, they got taken here. And after this bar, if they move their stop here, they got taken here because they don't understand where to put their stops. If you don't understand where you put the stops, like even here, market goes down. If you put your stop above the breakdown bar, it got taken here or here. But if you put in the right spot, which was above here, it doesn't get taken. If you put in the right spot, which is above here, it doesn't get taken. Right? If it gets taken, that means the trend changed. So, I don't know what else to say other than, that's what happened. So you had selling over here as the market pulled back. The hourly trend changed first. Then it gave a pullback. On the pullback, there was selling pressure. The selling pressure pulled back and gave the entry. After that, if you still didn't get in, the rally occurred to the downside, gave a pullback all the way deep, right? Allows you for an entry if you didn't get in here because maybe you thought that this rally was going to hold. And that's very plausible. It could have held and could have made a higher high. But I knew that there's so much pressure up here. So the next question, how do I know there's so much pressure up there? This right here. In this area, what I liked, I think it was this. I forgot. I don't. Yeah, it was. I think it was this. It was this 27. So that's 27 times 10,000 contracts there. I think that was it. Yeah, I don't really recall, but whatever it is, and then when you have the pressure coming in here, you have pressure coming in here. So whatever the case is, it's pressure at resistance. Selling pressure at resistance, you take it. How do you take it? You just take it on the pullback, reversal, etc. And market went down. The exit, you could hold this, but I think like right here was the exit. But I knew that it's gonna I don't want to say I knew, but it was highly probable, that my sense knew that it's gonna come right to this area. Why? Because there's heavy buying pressure here. This is breakout buying pressure. There's 25 times 10,000 contracts. and it rallied, and now it's going to pull back to the same area. So what am I waiting for? I'm waiting to see how it reacts at 50.70. Done. Right? There is one thing that I want to talk about, and if you don't get this right, you can get hurt bad. And that's this market was actually in a potential spring position right here, and someone was buying. In fact, I think they did buy, and maybe it's early buying. I don't know, but this is a lot of buying pressure for this time frame. Within that trend, it went down. It hit this low at support, and these guys did come in. You see this green bar? This hourly bar, they did come in, and this was caused by this wave, which was biggest in 23 waves. All right, so I wasn't really sure if it's going to hold or not, but it basically broke and didn't hold and went down, going towards its price objective. And this basically points to a principle. The trend is king. All right, trend is most important thing on whatever trend you're trading is the most important thing. It's more important than signal, setup, signal or setup. Setup and signal comes secondary to trend and levels. So the trend was down, and it overtook this buying. These guys were buying here, and their buying failed, or this is preliminary buying, and maybe they'll buy some more. But that basically failed, and the market went down. And that's it. It's a wrap. All right. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for 50.70. I want to see how it handles itself and whether there's buying pressure there. All right. All right. So on this chart, it's getting really interesting. This is now the crude chart. I switched over. So what happened in crude? These guys hit a daily spring right here. Okay. So this was a daily spring in an uptrend right there. And what happened was you had buying. Someone bought the spring. And, I thought it was going to go up here and reject. But on the daily players, this is why it's so important to have both hourly and daily charts. Basically, you need two higher time frames. So these guys, they basically bought the spring. And you have the biggest wave in last 10 waves on the hourly. And this is the breakout bar right there. That's the breakout bar, biggest in 20 bars. 20 bars and 22 consecutive bars. That's 22 hours. You have follow through. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a pullback to test that breakout to see what happens. We have buying pressure there. We have this. This is all accumulation here. As it's going down, someone was buying, and then bang. So around 76.50. I'm looking for this market to pull back. And I want to see the pressure at around 76.50. To see, whatever the hell happens. But the key to learn from this is that the market is in an uptrend, and it goes into a spring position. Spring is bought, has a breakout. Now we look for the breakout to get tested, and that area of the breakout test is supported by heavy accumulation volume right here. You see it, right? 37, 37, 25, and then boom. Goes right into that prior area of the white boxes, the resistance area. So now we're coming back to support. Right, so tomorrow we'll see. Come back to support. Comes back to support, will open a trade opportunity for us. And so 76.50 is, and don't mind some of these signals, they're like dynamically given. So like obviously at the time this was not selling. Right now I'm looking for a buy. So these are the rallies. We'll wait for a buy as it comes back down in this area. All right. Some of these signals that I use, they're dynamic, meaning if these levels shift, they will just show them. So it's kind of like you have to be in the moment. Otherwise, it requires too much development, and I don't want to do all of that. So it's much easier just to wait for this level and see what happens. All right. So thank you all. Have a good day. Bye.